All right, welcome back to a new week. Starting off right where we left off, we're going to review box and whisker plots one more time before we go on tomorrow to find those characteristics of them. Some of you made some simple mistakes the other day, so I want to clarify, I want to clean those up, and then we'll get into tomorrow's stuff. So, first thing I want to do, a box and whisker plot is nothing more than just a way to show data. It's a way to show a lot of data points. If there's pages and pages of numbers and we want to just simplify them into one simple plot, that's one way to do it. It can show us a lot of information, especially when we start comparing it to other things. So, um, real quick, box and whisker plots, you got to find the min, the max, the medians. There's three medians. There's the median of the whole thing, there's the median of the lower half, and the median of the upper half. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put them in order. All right, these are already in order. If they're not, you have to do it yourself. We're going to find the median. All right, so I want to do what we talked about last week. Start from the outside or work our way in. All right. And when I do that, I end up with my two numbers right here. Those two numbers are the middle two numbers. So I need to find the number that's in between those two. So two things, you could add them up and you could say 56 divided by 2 over here and say that's 28. Or you can easily look at 20, if they're both even like that, 26 and 30, you can say, hey, the middle number is 28. All right. So here's a mistake that people made the other day. If the median is not on the number line, then you use the 26 and the 30 to find the Q1 and the Q3. So Q1 and Q3 is nothing more than the medians of both halves. So we already cut it in half once, so we're going to cut it in half again. So the median of the lower half, doing the same thing, start with the 26, 24, 12. And again, these two numbers are in the middle. So I want to find the middle number. Sometimes it's real easy. The middle number between 16 and 18 is 17. If you want to add those up and divide by 2, you're more than welcome to do that. All right, same thing. I'm using the 30 because my median was in between that. So 30, 50, 32, and 44. Again, there you go. My median, my Q3, the median of the upper half is between 32 and 40. And so if you want to count, you want to add those up, divide by 2, however you want to do it. But I can see that it's 36. All right. Of course, my minimum is my 12. My max is my 50. Now I've already made up the number lines for us on the sheet today. But if you have to make up the number lines, you just want to make sure that you have nice even intervals and that you have enough information, you have enough number points on there. So once you do your 5 number summary, you want to put a dot above the 12, put a dot above the 50, above the 28, above the 17, and above the 36. All right. Once you do that, you just put a box around the middle 3 numbers. And line here, and then you put whiskers out to your extremes, out to your min and your max. And that's a simple box and whisker plot. Now, I've got another one here. When it's not an even amount of numbers, when it's an odd amount of numbers, sometimes it's a lot easier. All right. Um, so if we started doing this with the 5 and the 19, 6 and 19, and all the work all the way through, all the way down until you see that there's nothing left with that 10, that means 10 is my median. So here's where I want to clarify. Since 10 is the median, I can't use that to find Q1 or Q3. So now I'm going to find the median of this lower half, which is my Q1. You can see right there that 8 is my Q1. And then same thing here, all the way in, 17 is my Q3. My minimum is 5, my max is 19. So I'm going to put a dot above the 5, above the 19. I'm going to put above the 10, the median. I'm going to put it in front of the, above the 8 and the 17. Once I have my 5 dots on there, I'll just put a box around it. And then connect them with my whiskers. And that's an easy way to do a box and whisker plot. Both the examples, I'm going to grade a little bit more difficult or a little bit more harder on this. So just make sure you take your time, do a good job today, and just holler at me if you need any help.